You know, T.S. Eliot says, indeed there will be time, you know, and he says, do I dare disturb the universe? So that's what I intend to do.
Yeah. Can you please say your name for me and, you know, your daughter's name and why you brought her to the clinic and kind of tell the story about, you know, what happened to her and why she's here?
I guess she's going to stick this out with the production side of, you know, filmmaking. I think it's kind of a hard way to try to make a living, but that's where I see her going, and she's willing to do it. So that's what her great love is.
It's scary, you know, like there's not a lot of stability as a freelancer in production. You have to rely on, you have to do a really good job every time you get on a new project with a new team because, you know, from the moment you step on set or into the production office, everything you say, everything you do kind of reflects your experience, your personality. And if they like you, then that's a lot of potential money in the future and a lot of potential work and experience. The Yahoo stuff is, it ranges, you know, I've done behind the scenes stuff for them. This is a little bit more corporate-y, but it's good because when you're freelance and especially when you're working in unscripted like documentary or anything like that, the rates aren't always so good, so you want to kind of supplement the passion projects with the corporate world.
Hi, Ashley. Hi, babe. Hi. The wine you requested. Oh, thanks. For our anniversary, we actually stayed in. We were both so exhausted from work that entire week.
My life ranges in hecticness from like nothing's happening and I'm panicking about money to I am now having to turn down offers because people are calling me all at once.
You're either working and working really hard or you're not working at all.
She works extremely hard. In this business, you have to be able to be flexible, you have to be super organized, you have to be able to work late and early, and Katie does all of those things.
But yeah, I got you food this afternoon.
At the beginning, it was really tough to date someone in the film industry because they're constantly traveling. You know, she might have something going on in Chicago. She went to Florida to shoot with Serena Williams.
You know, it's almost like you're in the trenches with someone when you're working long days together. You have a lot of opportunities to have different small interactions and solve problems together and make funny little jokes to each other.
You just have to be open, and this is their dream, this is their goal, this is, you know, the industry they want to be in, and I support her 100%. She'll always like hold a place in my heart. She's taught me so much. You know, she's a philosopher. She loves biology. She loves science. She loves everything about this world.
You got done scheduling these people?
Yeah. She's just someone that helps you grow. And she's constantly teaching you things. And that's just, it's so fun in our relationship.
On the not nightstand that we don't have in our bedroom, which is
one day I was at home with Katie, and Katie said, "Mom, guess what? I got an O+ on my paper." This was in first grade. And I said, "That's great, honey. Congratulations. I'm sure you did well." And then the next day I went into the class, and the teacher said, "Well, did Katie tell you?" And I said, "Tell me what?" And she said, "I gave her an O+." And I said, "Yeah, she told me." And I said, "You know, that's really great." And she said, "But it's the only O+ I've ever given to anybody in 25 years of teaching." She developed characters. The paper was 8 pages long. This is first grade. So then I had an inkling that this was a communicator, and one of her ways to communicate was writing.
the earliest thing that I was doing was probably teaching, you know, because when I was pre-literate, there's footage of me walking around with my little cousin telling him, "No, Josh, you hit the croquet ball like this," you know, and being a little bit bossy. But, you know, as soon as my sister was born, I was teaching her things. Okay, so that's paragraph 2. And then paragraph 3, you address the counter argument. Mm-hmm. The counter argument is the other side. So, but you address it, but you shut it down. So you say like, however, one could argue that, you know, smoking impinges on filmmakers' freedom.
Yeah. She's an amazing teacher. And I mean, as of right now, she still teaches, she still tutors, it's a part of her, and it'll be there for life.
I think she'd be a great teacher. In fact, I kind of wish she had gone on and gotten her PhD in English and just become an English teacher, because I think she'd be really quite spectacular at that.
And I honestly see Katie being a professor in the future. I think she'll have her fun. I think she'll always be in the film industry, but I think that she'll be able to teach people how to pursue their dreams.
You know, his name is Bucky, so you know, you can do a bit of Bucky, Bucky, but you know, it's an exciting moment in the game, all right?
So all you girls, like, you're like freaking out, all the football guys are like cheering, just high energy.
She decided to expand her work into documentary film, into producing commercials.
Yeah, this is what I think that's why you're confused. We split his B-roll up because we can only get like a tiny bit of whatever in the morning. Yeah.
Katie as a worker is very dedicated. So Katie's job for me has been as a production coordinator, which is a very important role when you're shooting video or film. It's the person who typically has to coordinate and manage the teams of people who are doing the actual shooting. So I just got to know Katie about 4 or 5 months ago on the first job we worked together. We fell madly in love with each other's work style. Now we get to work together on a second job. She works in other aspects as well. I know she's been a field producer, and she's done a number of other things related to producing.
Walk and talk where you guys have a normal kind of work-ish.
We will, actually.
Okay, well then have the conversation you were going to have. That's even better.
Great.
And then we'll probably end up... The first project that I ever worked on was a feature-length film about a video game called League of Legends, which is very popular. That wasn't like a topic that I chose, but it ended up being a really interesting little world to get into.
She actually did a wonderful documentary about a nonprofit organization in Kenya last year.
Volunteers from the foundation to meet the patients who have traveled great distances to come here and get
Well, she was offered this chance to go to Kenya with this eye specialist. He didn't know anything about filmmaking, and she wanted to do it. You know, when the Ebola scare came, she and the cameraman looked at each other and said, well, it's probably not going to get here, so we're going to go ahead and stay.
So she's now decided she wants to be able to teach, write, and tell stories in a mode that will reach more people in film.
That's kind of exactly what I do it for, is to use film as just another medium to teach. I use writing as a medium to teach. What I like about docs is that every time you make a documentary, you're kind of diving into this weird world that you've never experienced before, and you're trying to learn everything that you can about it and get really kind of do deep research, get really kind of intimate with the subject matter and whatever people are involved, and immerse yourself fully.
We're saving the money where we can.
If I'm learning something new that I can then maybe teach the world and put out there is in the form of video, like, I'm doing what I want to be doing.
Great, got it. That's a grab, guys.
Woo! All right.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Camera wrap. Good job, guys. Good job today. Good job, Rich. Fantastic. Good job, Anthony. Good day. Happy Friday. Yay, weekend. Yay. Yay. Stacy, high five.
Hi, dude. Hi.
Hi. Oh, yeah.
That's not bad.
High five.